A couple comments I wanted to make first. One thing that I heard a long time ago that I'll still say to people to this day is, the best advanced sales was advanced work stats. Um, the 3 out of 4, the way we came out and came up with the 3 out of 4 is we want every agent to have things that are controllable or very, very, very heavily influenceable in a given week to focus on because you can't control where the buyers are. You can't control whether somebody has money. You can't control whether somebody has a really good policy already in place. You can't control whether somebody is home and answers. You can't control when that person answers the door. If they've just had a really crappy day and they're going to be rude to you, or they had a really good day and they're a nice person, they're going to be nice to you. There's a bazillion things in this job and in life that you can't control. And if you are always focused on what you can't control and get mad about it, you're just going to be miserable. So with the 3 out of 4, what we're trying to get you guys to is focus on what you can control. Because if you focus on what you can't, you're just going to have a rough life. For you, Amber, what are the 3 out of 4 that you find yourself hitting more frequently or almost every week?
So the first 3 weeks, I was hitting premium hours and presentations, and that was consistent. The first 3 weeks, and then the uh, the fourth week, the last week, the snow week, I had my presentations and I had my door knocks, and so at the end of Friday, I either needed premiums or hours. I needed one of them, but I'd already door knocked all week for what I could those 3 days or whatever. So I had presentations and I had door knocks. And so Saturday, that was like good. One of them's got to give. I'm either putting in the time or getting the dime, one of the two. And I had about 1 hour left of time, and then I finally got a premium locked in, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm gonna eat dinner. And but either way, like I was determined, I'm either gonna put in the time and put in the effort and time, or I'm gonna write a policy and get it that way. But so far, like this week is kind of a repeat of last week so far. I mean, except I've got the premiums now and it looks like door knocks. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. I mean, it's a crapshoot every week, to be honest.
There you go. And again, for everyone who doesn't know, premium, hours, door knocks, and presentations. Obviously, the premium I would say is the hardest to hit, but I would say if you're hitting the other three more often than not, especially as you get more experience, you're definitely going to hit the premium. And here's what I can tell about this. We got a lot of experienced agents that don't average what you're averaging over the first 4 weeks. And a lot of times they're frustrated. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? And then I go and I look at their stats and they don't ever hit 3 out of 4. Or they hit it 3 out of 4, and it's like when they hit it by accident because they just worked more that week or whatever it is. I mean, it's absolutely insane to me to hear people talking about or being frustrated with the amount of money they're not making, and then you look at it and they're not hitting the 3 out of 4 ever. They're hitting it one week out of the month. Like if you want to be successful, Pedro talks about this in every interview. We hit it every single week on the morning calls. You got to control what you can control. You got to do what you got to do. If you're not making the money you want, you're not hitting the premium you want, you're not doing the 3 out of 4. We can almost guarantee it. The average premium for people doing 3 out of 4, 3 out of 4 weeks out of the month is basically double to triple than those that aren't. So if you want to turn things around, choose the 3 out of 4. Jenna did text me. She said she is on the call. Jenna, I just wanted to kind of get your perspective. You've been in insurance for a really long time. I worked with Jenna. I got the opportunity to work with the Reading Crasher, not hand in hand, but we worked at Family Heritage for. I was there 6 years. She was there 350 years. She just finally we got her to come over here. She was there, I think, 9 years. She's been with Cardinal now a while. Talk to me about Amber and her focus on the 3 out of 4 and kind of what you really appreciate about her and what you feel like is causing her to be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. So, I would just say what she mentioned before, like building those habits with the 3 out of 4, like that's what we focused on. That's what we talked about every single day. And just trying to make myself as available as possible when she is in a house, to be able to like go over. Like one thing that I didn't do when I first got started was like a lot of replacements. And she just kind of jumped in. She's like, hey, I'm sitting down with this person. They've got these policies. And I guess like she just wasn't afraid to like just jump in, like just dive in all the way. and just, get your knees skinned up, like make some mistakes and learn from them. And I think she just had a really, really good attitude about just being coachable, and just saying, hey, this is what it's going to take to be successful with this. So if you just focus on, like you mentioned before, Quentin, the controllables, like hit your 3 out of 4 every single week. If you're able to do that, like you are building up those good habits, the premium will come. So I just told her, don't focus on the premium. Like I've got confidence in you. You should have confidence in yourself that that's just going to come. So just focus on that 3 out of 4. And she's been doing it since day one. So yeah, I'm real proud of just her work ethic and just her coachability and her attitude about everything.
Absolutely. When we have like trainer calls or we're talking to managers, we find ourselves the biggest predictor of success of a newer agent in this job is typically how often and how well they communicate with their manager. On a scale of 1 to 10, how has Amber been on the communication?